Happy spring, everyone. It is March 20th, at last, the first day of spring. We have the music to prove it. That was Gai Printemps by French composer Mel Bonis. She lived from 1858 to 1937 in France. And I have to say, she lived the tortured life of a woman composer in the late Romantic era. She was not encouraged at an early age. She had to prove herself when she turned 16 and finally was allowed to study music. And even then, was not able to win the same amount of prizes as her male colleagues. People were surprised, oh, I didn't know a woman could write such wonderful music, and said things like that. Even though she was rubbing elbows with people like Claude Debussy and studied under the likes of César Franck, very renowned composers, many of her works have been lost to history. She did receive a fair amount of acclaim and won a few prizes during her life, but not enough to be recognized next to her male colleagues. There's also a very interesting story about a love affair that her parents did not approve of. They didn't want her to marry the guy, and she married somebody else, but then reunited with the guy later on. So I encourage you to read a little bit more about this wonderful composer, Mel Bonis. Even her name, she went by Mel, even though her name was Mélanie, giving her a little bit of anonymity or androgyny so people wouldn't know for sure that she was a woman, perhaps getting her music in front of more ears and eyes. But now you've heard it, and what a lovely piece that was. I think that the French spring must have been very similar to the spring here in Chicago, which is a lot of ups and downs. I love the beauty and gaiety, but also a lot of melancholy in that piece. I encourage you to listen to it again and again and again, because as we all know, that's how we really come to love and appreciate pieces of music, is by hearing them many, many times. Thank you to Classy Closet for the perfect spring dress. I will see you tomorrow with more spring-themed music.